Sea Ray. Every moment perfectly crafted.
Welcome to the SDX 270 stern drive walkthrough. Before I get started on doing the walkthrough, let's talk about the gel schemes that are available on this boat. Right now we have a 3-zone gel scheme with a white bottom, which is zone 1. Then we have a zone 2 with neo mint green and a zone 3 with white. You can also get this boat with a hull side color, or you can get it with a full hull. For model year 21, we have 3 new colors for this boat. We have a black metallic, a blue metallic, a kingfisher teal, and a neo mint green, which are showing here. I didn't include that one in my colors. Now let's take a look at the rest of the transom of this boat. So here we are on the transom of the SDX 270 stern drive. First, I want to talk about the sea deck that I'm standing on. It comes in 2 colors. It comes in brown and gray, like you see here. Then we also have the submersible swim step. So there's 2 ways to get on the boat here at the back. So you have the submersible swim step, which is a manual step. You just grab it, flip it in the water. Then when you're done with it, you flip it back up, and it has a magnet that locks it in place. You also have your boarding ladder there, the boarding ladder, and a stainless steel grab handle to help you get onto the boat. Here we have a ski tow eye, which is good for knee boarding, skiing, and tubing. Then we have our sun pad. So you have 2 cup holders here on the port side with a 12 volt, so you can fill up your air toys. Then you have this convertible sun pad, which gives you like a little thigh rise here in the middle, and that raises up so that you can access your engine. On the other side, you have a latch, you twist, cam style latch, just like all of our other boats, that gives you a nice storage for wakeboards, knee boards, skis, whatever it is that you're bringing off the water, so you don't have to carry them through your boat. So as we're continuing our review of the SDX 270, one of the things I wanted to point out before we get into the cockpit was the sea deck through the walkway that carries all the way in until you're flooring in the cockpit. But some other things to point out is the Transom Remote for the Fusion audio system. So this is a part of the Premier audio system. You get a Transom Remote that controls all your zones of the boat from right here. The other feature we have back here is a shower. So you can use this to wash things off as you're bringing them into the boat. Another nice feature back here is the built-in cooler. You can see it's a double A-side finish with a cam latch and a seal around it that drains, and a drain down in the bottom. So that goes down, locks nice and neat, doesn't rattle while you're underway. And then you have a transom door, which is really great for kids and dogs. Now let's make our way into the cockpit and check out the rest of the features of this boat. So now that we're in the cockpit of the SDX 270, let's talk a little bit about some of the features that are here. So we have a non-skid step that's right here. So if you're in the coastal market where your dock is stationary but the tide goes up and down, we offer an option so you can get a step here, so you're not having to take a big 18-inch step down. You're just taking like an 8-inch step down and then down into your boat. Let's make our way to the transom of the boat. And let's talk about battery switches. People always ask me, where's the battery switch on my boat? The SDX 270 has a very unique place for it. So you grab here, flip your pad up, you can see you have access to the front of your engine here, and your battery switch is located right here on the outside wall. And then that just snaps back in place. So here we are in the cockpit of the SDX 270 stern drive. One of the things I wanted to point out first is, look at the sun coverage of this bimini. So this is 110 inches of coverage on a 27-foot boat, which is extremely nice, especially in the heat of the day. So I'm really enjoying it right now. You also have the option for a bimini top or no overhead structure. But while we have the tower here, let's talk a little bit about the tower. First and foremost, it's got cam style latches on it now, where before we had knobs. So it's a brand new tower. It has the ability to have board racks that go right here, so you can swivel the boards in and out. So if you want to wakeboard behind this boat, you also have the optional tower accents, which will go right here, which will match zone 2, your hull side, or your full hull color. And then you have your speaker mounts that are up here. So your speaker wires are already installed in the tower, and it's gas assisted to help you lift it up and down. You can also see that I have plenty of headroom. I'm 6'2", 6'3", and I got plenty of room here, so I don't have to worry about hitting my head on anything. While we're still here doing an overview of the cockpit, let's talk about the upholstery colors. You can see that this has the stone upholstery. There's 2 other upholstery colors, ivory and dune. Both of those come with espresso accents. The stone comes with a medium gray in the SDX 270. And you'll also notice the contrast stitching here in the accent panel with a honeycomb. It's a really nice touch to these boats. So all the SDXs have this honeycomb in the backrest. The other thing that's really nice about the upholstery in this boat is the convertibility. So I put down the thigh rise. Now I can flip these seats in the aft facing position. I've got a big seating arrangement here in the cockpit. So why don't you come on in and I'll show you what the storage looks like on this SDX 270. As we make our way into the cockpit, there's a couple of things I'd like to point out. We have a table mount that's right here, so you have dedicated storage in this boat for your tables, but your table mount would go right here. You have a storage compartment right here that's hinged, so it comes up, it's nice and deep. And you can also see your LED accent lighting. Your cup holders are also backlit too, so you have blue LED package on this one. And then you have a battery charger that goes right here, so it's in the back of the boat, nice and close to the batteries, which are stored right under here. As we're making our way forward, one of the things I want to show you is the in-floor storage. You can lift this up, so you've got a nice deep storage area right here. Again, cam style latch, keep everything locked down tight while you're underway. So before we move on, let's talk a little bit about the flooring. So right now we're looking at infinity flooring. You can also get this in a snap-in carpet or a snap-in sea deck. Comes in two colors. You can get it in brown or you can get it in gray. As we make our way around here to the starboard side storage, you can see again, hinged up, LED lighting, cup holder, courtesy light, and your cooler stowed right there nice and neat. Here we are in the SDX 270 making our way forward towards the bow, but before we do, let's talk about a couple of things here on the port helm. First, we've got a nice little glove box that's right here, great storage for phones and wallets. Down here we have our Signature Series speaker, which is a part of the Premier Audio, which I'll talk about when we get to the helm. And then you have your head here with the head interior upgrade. You can see it's got nice finished hammered bronze countertop right there. So we'll shut that. So the helm, again, this is a stone package. So this has the medium gray accents at the dash, really nice. Again, we talked about the Premier Audio system. So this is the Apollo 770 Fusion head unit with 4-zone control. So what that does is it allows you to have the bow and the cockpit, and if you have tower speakers, all on different zones and at different volumes, whatever you prefer. This also has the 9-inch Simrad. You also have two other options for this dash. You can do gauges or you can do a 12-inch Simrad. This boat is also equipped with trim tabs, which are optional features on this boat, which are really nice. You control all your lights from the accent switches. You've got a nice steering wheel here with the Sea Ray logo in the middle. And then on both the starboard and the port side, you have thigh rises, so when you're underway, you can raise up and look over if anybody's in the bow. So we're making our way forward. Earlier, I told you that there was a dedicated storage for the tables. So the tables stow nice and neat under here. So this one has a cockpit teak table, and then you have a fiberglass table that goes up in the bow. On your port side, you open that up. You got a nice block-off door for those windy days. So you lock that into place, and you block the wind out and shut your windshield on those cold evenings or windy days. Speaking of windshields, let's talk a little bit about what we do at Sea Ray with our windshield. So you can see here that this has a nice little stainless steel clip on it and a stainless steel retainer right here. We do that for a reason, because it's a nice lock into place fixture. Doesn't allow the windshield to actually hit the port side windshield, and it's just a nice touch. Now we're making our way forward into the bow. I want to talk a little bit about the in-floor storage. Again, you'll notice that we use cam style latches. It's a gas assisted, double A-side finish, so it looks nice and clean, and everyone will notice the detailed craftsmanship in these boats. So we'll put that back down, we'll lock in the cam style latch, keep things from rattling, snap our infinity back in place, and then we'll talk about the storage here in the bow. So you'll notice in the bow of this boat, you have a lot of storage in these two storage compartments, and they're both drain out, so they're really nice. Then you also have LED lighting and your courtesy light. Also, your cup holders have LED lighting in them as well. Now, when we look around the rest of the bow, we have two armrests for those who are sitting forward. You can have a nice place to rest your arm as you're underway, or if you're just lounging up here. In addition to that, you have your Premier Audio speakers, so you have two of those up here. And then you have your insert panel, which is a medium gray with a contrast stitch. As we make our way forward on the boat, we have our windlass, which is controlled from the helm. So you open this up, you pull off your lanyard, you go to the helm, you turn your main on, drop your anchor. When you're done, you fire up the motor, unset your anchor, bring up your anchor, turn off your main, you're ready to go. The key thing to remember is don't use it as a winch. It's an anchor, so you have to pull it up. Don't winch your boat to it. The other nice thing about the bow here is we have a bow wash down for your anchor. So you pull this out, you can wash down your anchor so you're not bringing mud or sand into your boat and into your anchor locker. So that concludes the review of the bow of the SDX 270. Now let's make our way to the transom of this boat and conclude this walkthrough. Now there's two new packages that we've created for model year 21 that I want to talk about. One is the Elite package and the other is the Elite Plus. So what's included in the Elite package? Well, first you get your fender clips that are located on the side, which help you quickly install your fenders. You've got your SeaDeck on the swim platform. It comes also with a submersible swim step. You get your LED lighting package, you get your tower, and you also get a 9-inch Simrad. Then we have the Elite Plus package. So the Elite Plus package includes the content of the Elite package plus some added features. So first and foremost, you get the Premier audio system, you get your through hull underwater LED lights, you get your bow filler cushions, you get a cockpit teak table, a head interior upgrade, an anchor on the front, stainless steel, then you get your Windlass. In addition to that, you also go from a 9-inch Simrad to a 12-inch Simrad. So thank you for joining us today. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Sea Ray. Every moment perfectly crafted.